Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we will jump into in just a second. But I have the tarot deck that we'll be using as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended already shuffled. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Leo, in your recent past, you have the past with the Moon card. Now, we'll get there in a second, but in your immediate future, you have the Sun card. It's like the moon in your past, the sun in your future. And we'll get to that in a second. But in your past, there is a lot of fear associated with this past. This fear, though, I feel like stems, in your recent past, there's a lot of fear that I actually feel like stems from a past that's further back. I don't know what that means yet, but I do definitely see a lot of fear in your recent past. Maybe it's fear that you're never going to have what it is that you want or desire in love or in finances, or I don't know, you could literally have been in a place of loss. You know, when you're in a place of loss, you're experiencing a lot of fear that those things that you're never, that you're never going to be happy or loved or whatever the case is. But I also feel like there is a deeper, I don't know, I feel like there's more going on here, which we'll see when we get into tarot. In your current energy, you have beginnings with the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is what's interesting, is I feel like this energy from your past is starting to shift. It's almost like you're stepping into a new phase, a new beginning in your life in some way, shape, or form, because the Six of Cups in reverse, a lot of people can think that this means your past is coming back, but I actually feel like it's releasing your past or not going back to the past, moving forward to something new, because I feel like that's the energy that you're in right now, is moving away from what once was an energy that you were in, or the result of something, and moving towards something new, because then in your immediate future, you have cut your losses with the Sun card. So it almost feels like it's getting to this place of acceptance of being like, you know what, that didn't work out. That didn't go the way that I wanted to. That really sucked. Whatever the case is. But now, how can I create better for myself? So almost like getting out of a past energy and moving towards the sun. It's like transmuting the moon to the sun in some way, shape, or form. Now, you might not feel like that's possible, and you might be struggling a lot with that process, but I do very much feel like it's almost like this energy of once you get to the sun, you won't feel like you've lost anything at all, because what is meant for you will never pass you. Now, the overall theme for the reading is keep your heart open. I feel like you're having a hard time with this right now because of what you've been through. When we go through a lot, we tend to close our heart off to protect ourselves. Now, that doesn't just mean from other people, that means to the universe, solutions that the universe might have for us, or opportunities that the universe might be presenting us with, or whatever the case is. So I feel like this is kind of this advice to keep your heart open a little bit to the fact that, or an idea that things can get better, and that the sun can shine again in your life, or that things can be different in a good way. But let's see. Almost like the past won't repeat itself. Recent past for Leo, clarifying the past with the Moon card. What does Leo need to know regarding their recent past? Recent past for Leo, clarifying the past with the moon. This is for Leo's recent past. Leo's recent past, clarifying the past with the moon. I feel like you took a leap on something and I don't really think it went all that well. Like, you put your heart and soul into something. You gave something your all. You gave it everything you had. And I don't think it turned out the way that you expected. Now, when we give something everything we have, and it still doesn't amount to what it is that we desire, we can often look at it from the perspective of, I'm not enough, or this is just proof that I'm not lovable, or that I'm going to be alone forever. We can often look at, when we're experiencing things not going the way that we expect, we can look at it as a validation or proof that our fears are true. But I actually don't feel like that is the case. Now, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I do very much feel as if this has heavily affected your expectations in a negative way. When we go through things that are very challenging and very painful, it can tend to kind of make us a little jaded, right? And we can start to expect negative things to happen. You can take it from relationships that you've been in. If you go through a couple of relationships where you get your heart broken, you start looking at it from a place of all relationships end in heartbreak. We start to look at the experience that we've had as like a universal truth and think that our experience is the only outcome that's possible. Now, that's a very natural thing to do, but that we can get ourselves into a lot of trouble when we do that, because your experience is such a small part of what's really possible for you. But I do feel like you gave something everything that you had, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way that you expected. Recent past for Leo, and that brought on a lot of fear. Recent past for Leo. Ace of Cups in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Tower, with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse and the Judgment in reverse are similar energies. The Ace of Cups in reverse is this lack of being kind of honest with yourself, like could be kind of suppressing feelings or suppressing the truth or suppressing, the reality of a situation because you fear that truth in some way. Like when we're in a relationship where we're not really that happy and we're not being treated like we deserve, we'll have a tendency to kind of push that down and be like, oh no, it's like, I am happy, it's fine, it's all fine. And it's like everyone around you can see that it's not fine, but you don't want to admit that because of, what would happen because of that. That's this kind of energy. It's like you are in this energy of being in a situation or in a place where like you weren't happy, you weren't fulfilled, you might be like receiving, like stable, but certainly not like fulfilled. And I feel like there was this energy of maybe not being super honest with yourself about the fact that you weren't happy. And but you kept trying because you were like, no, I swear I'm happy. And you kept giving it everything you have. I swear I'm happy. I'm good. I'm good. But then like it all kind of fell apart, or you experienced kind of a tower in association with it because you're like, I don't know if it was the realization that you weren't happy or if things kind of fell apart and you're like, man, I gave that everything I had and it still didn't work out. But I just feel like, I don't know, there's this energy of not being fully honest with yourself. Recent past for Leo. Recent past for Leo, please. But I feel like that's changing. Okay, recent past for Leo. The Magician in reverse. See, you were doubting that what it is that you desired and ultimately deserve could ever manifest for you, could ever be created. I doubt that I'll ever be able to have the love that I deserve, so I'm going to settle for this relationship that isn't really all that great. I doubt that I'll ever be able to have the career of my dreams, so I'm going to settle for this one that sucks the energy out of me for the sake of an income, right? It's kind of what this energy feels like. And I feel like the reason, and that's a very natural thing to do, we doubt that anything better can ever happen. When we doubt that anything better can ever happen, we stay where we're at, even if we're not happy, because we think like, oh, well, this is the only way that I'm going to even kind of get close to what it is that I desire. When in reality, I feel like there's so much more available for you than what you've kind of been accepting, but you might not believe that because you're like, show me, where is it? And the universe is like, I'm trying to bring it to you, but your energy, because we only have so much energy we can give and receive, right? If your energy is being occupied by what doesn't serve you, the universe can't provide you with more, in a way. But okay, current energy for Leo, because that was all your recent past, and now you have beginnings with the Six of Cups in reverse. Current energy for Leo, beginnings with the Six of Cups in reverse. What does Leo need to know regarding their current energy? What does Leo need to know regarding their current energy? Okay, so things are moving forward. Whoa. Okay, hang on, actually. This is super interesting because, and I saw this in another reading. This kind of seems to be a little bit of a theme for the readings this week, but it's like, so Chariot, Knight of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like you're between the old and the new. Like you're, and I think it was a Taurus reading that was. So if you have Taurus in your chart, maybe check that out. But I don't necessarily feel like that's exactly what this is saying. It's almost like you're in this energy of trying to find your way. Because this situation, or whatever this case was, like this didn't work out. And now I feel like you're trying to figure out like what you want and where you're going. And it's like you're between the past and a new beginning here. So I don't really know if it feels like things are moving forward, but I definitely feel like you are. You might feel a little lost right now, because I feel like there's this kind of like the Knight of Cups in reverse, like feeling very triggered, very overwhelmed emotionally, but then also being a little bit closed off to things ever being able to be better than the past. Sometimes when we give something all we have and it doesn't work out, we can think, okay, I wasn't good enough for that, right? Like I was kind of talking about in the reading. And so we start to think we need to lower our standards and we need to pull back even further into our comfort zone. When in reality, it's almost like it's the universe's way of saying the reason that didn't work out is because you received better. It's not that didn't work out because you can't have what it is that you want and deserve. It's that didn't work out because you could have more than what it is you were trying to give your soul and energy to. So I feel like that's like this energy that you're in this energy of trying to figure that out. Okay, if that didn't work out, but you have to be careful with your mindset here, because you don't want to look at it from a place of that didn't work out, therefore I'm never going to have what I want. You want to look at it as that didn't work out, so the universe is trying to guide me towards better. Here, because the reason that this didn't work out is because it wasn't meant for you. It didn't align with you and with your soul. It wasn't proof that you can't have what it is that you want. But I feel like you're looking at it that way. That's why you have to keep your heart open. Current energy for Leo. But you're in between that energy right now, which is why it's so interesting having beginnings clarified by the past, right? Current energy for Leo. It's like having to release the past to step into a new beginning or something. Current energy for Leo, please. Does Leo need to know regarding their current energy? See, it felt like things, because here's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It feels and felt like things are not going your way. But this is actually a blessing in disguise kind of energy. I want more on the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it doesn't feel like it, but things are working out. You're moving toward good. You're moving toward the sun, but you're feeling this Five of Pentacles. You feel a deep loss. You're feeling like you've lost more, like what's meant for you is past you, or you've lost what, like you've lost your only chance at the sun. That's what I feel like you feel like. Like you've lost your only chance at the sun, but the sun still exists in front of you. So it feels like things aren't working out, but I actually feel like they are. It's almost like the universe is trying to tell you you deserve more than this. Current energy for Leo, please. What Leo needs to know regarding their current energy. You deserve more than the past provided you, not less than. Current energy for Leo. Well, there you are, is the King of Wands. And then the Queen of Wands. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This can apply to you regardless. That's always the case. But I feel like just to clarify that, it just kind of feels like you had certain... So the only thing that's not working out for you right now is your expectations. Now, it sounds, I don't want that to come off as insensitive or invalidating. Like, feel the way you need to feel. It's your life. You're a human being having real human experiences, right? But things haven't gone as expected. But it doesn't mean that they're not working out. But right now, I feel like you're kind of lost in your expectations a little bit. Like, oh, because that didn't work out the way I expected, it means I'm not going to be happy, or it means I'm not going to be loved, or it means I'm not going to be safe, or whatever the case is. And though that might be a very real and valid experience, I feel like the bigger overall energy for this reading is saying the sun still exists in front of you. Regardless of how you feel right now, things are working out for you in a bigger way. But I totally get why you feel like they're not. Because it's like looking at your life, you're like, how the hell could this be working out for me? And it's almost like the universe is saying, keep your heart open. Trust me, like just trust me. Trust that everything is working out for you. Like you're gonna be safe, you're gonna be loved. I mean, here you're showing up twice in your own reading. It's like the universe is saying, I got you. Release your expectations. Allow the universe to create miracles in your life, which I know can be hard. But let's see. All right, immediate future for Leo. Cut your losses with the sun. What does Leo need to know regarding their immediate future? What does Leo need to know regarding their immediate future? Cut your losses with the sun. Immediate future for Leo. There you are again. So you don't have any hope regarding your future. You don't have any hope. You sometimes, especially when things have gone wrong for us in a big way or more than once, we stop getting excited about the future. We'll stop allowing ourselves to be hopeful because we're like, well, I got my hopes up back then and that didn't really work out and everything fell apart and I'm not going to get my hopes up because I don't want to have them let down, right? It just kind of feels like the universe is saying to you, like, you can be more excited about what you have to gain and how good your life can get than you are worried about the future. Like, it's like you can be, it's almost like the universe is saying, focus more on what you could gain from this as opposed to what is gone. Because with the cut your losses especially, it's like, yeah, there have been losses. But it's like, but it's not that you've lost what's meant for you or that you've lost your opportunity to be happy. In some way, there's always an opportunity for love, abundance, and happiness to return. It might not come in the form that we expect, but there's always an opportunity for those things to return. But I feel like you've lost a lot of your hope for that. understandably so. But I don't know, it just feels, it's like a cautiously optimistic kind of energy. Like be happy, be excited about your future. You can be. Keep your heart open. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you already know this, but I don't focus on predicting outcomes in my readings. It is my goal to tell you what it is that you need to know in order to create the best possible outcome for yourself. So kind of more understanding, your energy towards your immediate future can help you more, because if you believe that better is possible, you're going to see opportunities and solutions to make that the case. If you don't believe that better is possible for yourself, you're going to continue to block yourself from those solutions and those opportunities. So this is about kind of getting in touch with yourself a little bit and understanding, or trying as hard as you can, and I know this isn't an easy thing to do, but trying as hard as you can to look at your life from a place of, how is this happening for me and not to me? If this didn't work out, that's because it's like it's this or something better, right? It's not that didn't work out because I can't have it that good. It's that didn't work out because I can have better. The universe is always conspiring for me, not against me, even if I don't understand it at the time. I feel like that's really this energy that the universe is asking you to tap into regarding your specific situation. Immediate future for Leo, cut your losses with the sun. Immediate future for Leo, cut your losses with the sun. Oh, there's the sun right there. And the Three of Swords in reverse. You're not going to get a whole lot of information about your future. It's like the universe is keeping you from knowing what this sun looks like. And if we knew the outcome to our life and to the way exactly how things are going to play out, it would defeat the whole purpose, because facing our fear and our doubt and our insecurities and unmet expectations, that's where we grow. Like, that's where we heal. Our healing is done when we are facing our life, and especially when we're facing the parts of our life that we don't really love, and as we heal, that's where we learn, that's where we evolve, that's where we create better for ourselves. If we always faced our life with the same mindset and the same level of growth, we'd always experience the same things. So we have to experience things that push us to grow and evolve so that our life can get better. And it feels like on the other side of healing is a lot of good for you here. Now, I get you're tired. I do feel that. I feel like you're very tired. You're very burnt out. You're over kind of this energy that you're in. I just kind of feel like this is this energy of don't give up. I know that's not, keep going, keep believing, don't stop believing, right? That's what's playing in my head, that don't stop believing, keep on dreaming. Seriously, I really feel like there's so much good ahead of you, but you either feel like it's behind you or you've never experienced it, so you don't think it's possible. But I genuinely feel like this reading is telling you that there's so much good ahead of you. Most people give up right before it happens. Most people quit on themselves and their life and their journey or their path right before the good stuff happens. So don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on your healing journey. Don't quit on believing that more is better for yourself. Try your hardest to tap into that part of you that knows that the universe has your back, even if you're having a hard time seeing it or feeling that way, right? You don't have to feel that way. You just have to, there is a part of you that knows that you're being supported by the universe. Try to tap into that part of you as much as possible. Okay, I'm going to get this card really quick. I have to get off of my seat to do it because this is a very tall table. But okay, let's pull one more card for you, Leo. Immediate future for Leo. There's so much good ahead of you. That's what keeps popping in. Immediate future for Leo. But it's like, only if you choose it. Only if you choose it. Like, don't go back to the past. Choose the future. And believe that the future is just as good, if not better, than the past, than what's been lost. You might be like, I don't see how that's possible. You don't have to know how it's possible. You just have to believe. Sounds so cheesy. You just gotta believe it, right? But seriously. All right, immediate future for Leo, please. So for Leo's immediate future, please. So the sun twice in your immediate future. And yes, that is a Leo energy. You expect disappointment. You expect disappointment, but I feel like the universe is gonna, I feel like you're gonna be shocked by the outcome. I do. It's like, it's not, you're not gonna be able to see it coming with the Seven of Swords here. Like, it's gonna remain an unknown. You expect the Five of Cups, right? You don't have hope, you expect disappointment, but I feel like you expect the moon, you're gonna get the sun. I feel like you're going to be shocked by how things actually unfold. And almost to the extent where like, you're going to feel kind of bad that you doubted the universe in a way. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. But I do. I feel like you're going to be shocked by how things unfold. Because I think it's going to be better, definitely better than you expect, but better than you even think is like possible. Or you doubt it's possible in some way. I don't know. It feels very optimistic though. But you're a little afraid to be excited about it. I get that. All right, Leo, we're going to hop on over to the extended. We talked about what you need to know right now. This is kind of breaking down, okay, what do you need to do right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. Thank you so much, Leo, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Leo, I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Leo.